Hello everyone, welcome to another series of today's GK. Let's begin with previous day practice question. Question was Divya Kala Mela was recently in the news. It is associated with which of the following ministries of India? Ministry of Culture, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, or Ministry of Home Affairs. The correct answer is option C, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities is organizing a Divya Kala Mela from 16th to 25th February 2023 in Mumbai. It is under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, Government of India. It is a unique event showcasing the products and craftsmanship of Divyang entrepreneurs or artisans from across the country. Around 200 Divyang artisans and artists and entrepreneurs from about 24 states and union territories will be showcasing their products and skills. There would be products in the following broad category: home decor and lifestyle, clothing, stationery and eco-friendly products, packaged food, organic products, etc. Hence, option C is correct. Now let's begin today's session. First question is, consider the following statements regarding the quasi-crystal. 1. It is a crystal-like substance. 2. In it, atoms are arranged in a repeating pattern. Which of the above given statement or statements is or are not correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option B, 2 only. Scientists have discovered a new type of quasi-crystal, one with 12-fold symmetry in the sand hills of north-central Nebraska, USA recently. Quasi-crystal is essentially a crystal-like substance. Hence, statement 1 is correct. However, unlike a crystal in which atoms are arranged in a repeating pattern, a quasi-crystal consists of atoms that are arranged in a pattern that doesn't repeat itself regularly. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Therefore, option B is correct. It's also the first time that researchers have found a quasi-crystal somewhere other than meteorites or the debris from nuclear blast. Quasi-crystals have been widely created in labs and are known to possess novel electrical, photonic and mechanical properties. They are used in manufacturing non-stick frying pans, needles for acupuncture and surgery, dental instruments and razor blades. Next question is, with reference to the Eastern Rajasthan Canal Project or ERCP, consider the following statements. 1. It aims to harvest surplus water available during the rainy season in rivers in northern Rajasthan. 2. This project was approved by the Central Water Commission in 2017. Which of the above given statement or statements is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option B, 2 only. The Rajasthan government has allocated Rs 13,000 crore for the Eastern Rajasthan Canal project in the state budget announced recently. The ECRP aims to harvest surplus water available during the rainy season in rivers in southern Rajasthan such as the Chambal and its tributaries Kunnu, Parvati and Kali Sindh. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. It will use this water in the water-scarce southeastern districts of the state. ERCP aims to create a network of water channels that will cover 23.67% of the area and 41.13% of the population of the state. It will help fulfill the long-term irrigation and drinking water needs of 13 districts of Rajasthan. The project was approved by the Central Water Commission in 2017. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option B is correct. Next question is, the 12th World Hindi Conference 2023 was held in which of the following countries? Mauritius, Seychelles, Nepal or Fiji? The correct answer is option D, Fiji. Union External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar inaugurated the 12th World Hindi Conference in Nadi, Fiji recently. Hence, option D is correct. Fiji is hosting the event as it has one of the largest populations of native Hindi speakers in the world. Fiji also recognizes Hindi as an official language. The conference is being jointly hosted by the Ministry of External Affairs of India and the Fiji government. This edition's theme is Hindi from traditional knowledge to artificial intelligence. The conference was being held after a gap of 5 years. The last edition was held in Port Louis, Mauritius in 2018. It is a global event that aims to promote and spread the Hindi language. It also aims to encourage the learning and teaching of Hindi as well as improve its official standing in different countries. Next question is, in the context of the government schemes, the Rail Kaushal Vikas Yojana was launched in which of the following years? 2020, 2021, 2022 or 2023? The correct answer is option B, 2021. Recently, Indian Railways imparted training to more than 15,000 candidates under Rail Kaushal Vikas Yojana. The centre launched the Rail Kaushal Vikas Yojana in September 2021. Hence, option B is correct. It aims to empower India's youth by offering entry-level training in industry-relevant skills through Indian Railways training institutes. The training is imparted in 14 industry-relevant technical trades such as electrician, welder, machinist, fitter, etc. at 94 training locations. These locations are generally spread across more than one state or union territory, including remote locations spread over Indian Railways. Candidates from any part of the country can join this training. The training is provided free of cost to the candidates, and a dedicated website has been developed for monitoring RKVY. There is no provision for providing employment under this scheme. Next question is, the naval exercise called Aman 23 was organized in which of the following countries? Bangladesh, Myanmar, Thailand or Pakistan? The correct answer is option D, Pakistan. Recently, Pakistan Navy hosted 50 countries for the multinational exercise Aman 2023. The 8th edition of the naval exercise called Aman 23 was held from February 10 to 14, 2023. Hence, option D is correct. The exercise began in Karachi. Navies of the United States, China, Turkey, Indonesia, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Kuwait, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, as well as African Union countries took part in the event. The motto of this edition was Together for Peace. Next question is, which of the following best describes Oghab 44? Iranian underground base, asteroid, ballistic missile of Saudi Arabia or island in the Persian Gulf? The correct answer is option A, Iranian underground base. Recently, Iran's army unveiled its first underground base for fighter jets. The base, named Oghab 44, Persian for eagle, can accommodate all types of fighter jets and bombers in addition to drones. The exact location of the base was not revealed, but state media said it was at the depth of hundreds of meters under the mountains. It is capable of withstanding bombs by strategic US bombers. In May last year, Iran's army revealed an Air Force base for drones under the Zagros Mountains in the western part of the country. Hence, option A is correct. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding World Unani Day 2023. 1. It is celebrated every year on February 11th. 2. The theme of this year is Unani medicine for public health. Which of the above given statement or statements is or are not correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option D, neither 1 nor 2. That is, both the statements are correct. World Unani Day is a global event taking place every year on February 11th, which is the birthday of great Unani scholar and social reformer Hakim Ajmal Khan. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The main objective of the celebration of said event is to pay tribute to the legendary for his wonderful contribution in the Unani system of medicine in the country and rest of the world. It aims to spread the awareness in masses and action about healthcare delivery through Unani system of medicine worldwide through its preventive and curative philosophy. The theme of this year is Unani medicine for public health. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option D is correct. Unani system of medicine is a science of life, a system of health and medicine which aims to assist people in living a healthy life. It provides knowledge of how to live longer and healthier life. Next question is, Lanka Dahan, Shri Krishna Janm, Sarandari and Shakuntala are some of the successful films of Indian cinema. They are associated with which of the following personalities? Rajnikant, Kamal Hassan, Dada Saheb Phalke or Amitabh Bachchan? The correct answer is option C, Dada Saheb Phalke. Every year, Dada Saheb Phalke's death anniversary is observed on 16th February. Dada Saheb Phalke was an Indian producer, director, screenwriter known as the father of Indian cinema. His debut film Raja Harish Chandra was the first Indian movie released in 1913 and is now known as India's first full-length feature film. Among his other successful films were Lanka Dahan 1917, Shri Krishna Janma 1918, Sarandari 1920 and Shakuntala 1920. Therefore, option C is correct. In recognition of Phalke's contribution to the Indian cinema, the India government instituted the Dada Saheb Phalke Award in 1969. It is an award presented annually by the President of India for lifetime contribution to Indian cinema. Last year, Asha Parekh was honored with the Dada Saheb Phalke Award. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding Speaker of the Lok Sabha. 1. The Speaker is elected by the Lok Sabha from amongst its members. 2. He presides over a joint setting of the two houses of Parliament. Which of the above given statement or statements is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Recently, Speaker of the Lok Sabha said that positive criticism and quality debate are paramount for parliamentary democracy. Each House of Parliament has its own presiding officer. There is a Speaker and a Deputy Speaker for the Lok Sabha and a Chairman and a Deputy Chairman for the Rajya Sabha. The Speaker is elected by the Lok Sabha from amongst its members as soon as may be after its first sitting. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Whenever the office of the Speaker falls vacant, the Lok Sabha elects another member to fill the vacancy. The date of election of the Speaker is fixed by the President. He maintains order and decorum in the House for conducting its business and regulating its proceedings. He adjourns the House and suspends the meeting in absence of a quorum. He presides over a joint sitting of two Houses of Parliament. Such a sitting is summoned by the President to settle a deadlock between the two houses on a bill. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option C is correct. Last question is, the first G20 Culture Working Group meeting will be held in which of the following states? Odisha, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh or Andhra Pradesh? The correct answer is option C, Madhya Pradesh. Recently, the first G20 Culture Working Group meeting will be held at Khajuraho in Madhya Pradesh from 22nd to 25th of February. It aims to promote and facilitate access to cultural goods and services as well as to preserve culture for future generations. The theme of life, lifestyle for environment during the working group meeting will also be highlighted. The Culture Working Group will hold 4 meetings on different themes. Khajuraho Exhibition and Dance Festival will also be organized. Let us tell you that culture and creative industries account for 3.1% of the global GDP and provide 6.2% of all employment. Hence, option C is correct. Now it's time for the practice question. The Vibrant Village program has been approved recently for which of the following financial years? 2021-22 to 2024-25, 2022-23 to 2025-26, 2022-23 to 2026-27 or 2021-22 to 2025-26. Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.